Hello world, Richard here. I want to talk to you about social enterprise this time. It's a theme which has long been known, and if you want more details, there's a YouTuber called Professor Wolff, Wolff. He's a Marxist economist. Clearly biased that way, but that's fine. He's got sound arguments. I don't mind that. But what concerns me is the kind of either-or mentality that people have. They either think privatisation or nationalisation, and can't think in between. It's quite disturbing because I abhor the monopolies, the private water companies and engine companies and so forth, and the rail companies is bollocks. But nationalisation may not be the answer. In some ways it was better when I had British Rail. I could travel from Coventry to Euston and then back via a different route to White Parkway, and I could get home that way on the same ticket. Now if I want to do that, I'll take 2 tickets, and it costs more, and it's more painful and more annoying and more just inconvenient. So that whole solution, the whole approach is fucking bonkers, just daft stuff. But I've also worked for British Rail in the research department in Derby, and the management there was no better than getting there else. In fact, it's a management issue. It's not who owns it as such, it's the management issue. Now, granted, they only appoint managers, so they do affect that, but it's really bad management. And nationalisation could be awkward because, as other people have pointed out, it could result in government interference. And that's happened with the NHS. It used to be nationalised in a sense, very, very widespread and common practices and things. Now it's all been split up into various agencies, what they're called, and just divided and underfunded. All because the Tories don't like the idea. I've also worked as a contractor for the land registry, and those people there with an agency that are kind of attached to civil service, and they told me there's a blame culture in the civil service because the people in government are politicians and partisan, and they tend to blame people for getting things wrong. Don't praise for getting right, don't want to encourage risk because that might go wrong. So never take risks, never take any kind of bold measures, never do anything new in case it goes wrong. And they get blamed for it. So it's just utterly sick, toxic culture. And it's all down to mismanagement and government thinking and bad ideas. But the third way, at least one other way of managing our affairs better, and that's called social enterprise. Basically, you take the private company with its shareholders and say, okay, the shareholders are now going to be employees. Rather than just people got money and don't really care about the company at all, or the organisation, you now include the employees as shareholders. So they share the profits and also the management. Because it's a better way of working. It's basically the input you get from people and the feedback and the kind of the whole solution process or management process is better because 2 heads are better than 1. And so ultimately the decision lies with the boss, who in these cases has an income which is at most 8 or 10 to 1 compared to the lowest cleaners and bottle washers. Whereas a bank that could be 10,000 to 1. So the whole power structure is different and it seems to work. There's Lewis's and I can't do in this country, in the UK, who do this. They seem to be alright. Not quite sure what they do in detail, but I'm told they're kind of shared ownership, social enterprise things. And that could work as a model. Has been proven to work many times before. no reason why it can't work, and it results in a better direction for the company as a whole. There's more kind of ethical concerns and social concerns from people who live in this world, and rather than just some posh place somewhere. So I offer that as a different way of looking at things. But I go even further, because I think we can slide it by the back door, so to speak. Rather than having shareholders be there to take the dividends and to vote in the meetings, the AGM or whatever, I think we can create a new class of share which has voting rights only, no dividends, but you can go to meetings and say to the board of directors, hey mate, we should go this way or that way, or not do this or do that. And that would spread the kind of overall ethos of decision making amongst the wider community. So I think these shares could be appointed at random. Just somebody one day gets a letter in the post, so you're now a shareholder in, I don't know, British Steel, for example. And the person may not be interested in them, may not bother at all as a fact, but some may be. And I suppose there could be some kind of swap arrangement if you don't want to work, you don't want to, be a shareholder in British Steel, perhaps you want to be a shareholder in the water company of some kind. So you might just swap with other people, I'm not sure about that. But the general principle is you just spread the kind of management decisions and who the shareholders are. That's the fundamental point. You don't keep assuming that shareholders have to be people with money all the time. It's not necessary, and it's not desirable, because that way it results in bias. And we see what happens with that time and time again. Monopolies abuse their power, and things get worse. So that's it. I invite you to share and subscribe and comment, please. I welcome feedback. So overall, bye.